Yo, what's going on, guys? Calvin here. Today I got you some of the most shocking Reddit stories. Hope you guys enjoy the show, and yeah, let's get right in with the stories. I made a joke with my husband, and it's causing me my marriage with the man I truly love. I need help fixing it. So, what kind of joke did she made that's causing the marriage? Let's read the story to find out. Create the account a couple minutes ago to get advice. A joke I made is spiraling out of control. I am losing a man I truly love over it. My husband and I have been married for 4 years now. I truly do love him with everything I have. I can't see a life without him. I took some stupid advice from some of my girlfriends regarding a joke that they have done with their husband or boyfriend. The joke is basically telling your partner you want to break out or that you want a divorce. I never wanted to do it, and I thought it was cruel to do, especially to someone you love, but I was convinced after kept pestering me about it, as I was the only one that haven't done it yet out of the 5 of us. They further convinced me about it when they told me the reactions their partner had afterward. Stupidly, I did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be. I honestly thought that he would try and talk to me or beg me or make suggestions like my friend's partner have done, but he didn't. We had dinner and I was watching a movie when I told him I am not happy anymore. I think we should get a divorce. He looked at me for a couple seconds, and I swear I looked like something broke in his eyes. He got up, walked into our bedroom, and within 10 minutes came out with a bag and walked out of the house without saying a word to me. I tried to stop him, especially after seeing him with his bag packed up, and told him it was just a joke and I didn't mean it, but he basically just brushed me off and walked out. Oh my god. I tried to get a hold of him, messaging, calls, emails, video chat, but he isn't answering me at all. I talked to his friends, but none of them wanted to tell me where he is and if they answer me. I went to his work and they refused me entry into the building. I have tried his parents, but they don't want to get involved, as well as with his siblings. The only message I got back was from his sister telling me I joke or not, I fucked up. I have sent too many messages about it being a joke, and even sent screenshots of my conversation with my girlfriend about the joke as proof that it was just a joke, that I was not backtracking all of a sudden, but nothing. My friend didn't have any real advice and told me to just give him time and he will get over it. Everything came down to on me yesterday when I was served with actual divorce papers. It felt like someone slapped me in the face and hit me and continued to hit me. I was and still in so much pain. I frankly tried to get a hold of him, but I got back was he was nothing to say and I should talk to his lawyer. Wow. How can I get the man I love back? I don't want to lose him. I made a stupid joke, I know that, and now he is breaking my world apart. Edit, I already had questions in my DM about this. We had no issues that I know of. We were laughing the whole time throughout the day and have fun and everything. No fights or distant reasons between us. Nothing like that. Everything basically was perfect. Oh my god, that is some really intense stuff. I don't know, like why the husband just suddenly took it so seriously. Like, I know she said it was a joke, but I think, like, first thing is you never should make a joke about this, right? But the girlfriend did it and father did it and nothing happened, so she thought nothing will happen, but completely took it 360 turn. Let's see what other people have said. The joke is basically telling your partner you want to break out or want a divorce. What the actual fuck? This is not a joke. You did something spectacularly stupid and are facing the consequence for it. It honestly looked like your female friends know how ridiculously gullible you are and knew exactly how this would blow up in your face. Yeah. And the friends is not really like giving advice to, like, my friends didn't have any real advice and told me to just give him the time and that he'll get over it. Obviously, he did not get over it and told, like, and actually, like, serve divorce papers. This is like a very, very hard, like, I don't know, like, very hard situation to resolve. Like, let's see, is there any comments that have, like, better advice on how to, like, resolve this? The problem isn't that he think you were serious and you just need to convince him it was a joke. The problem is that you joke about it in the first place. That's an insane thing to say to a spouse where you don't mean it. There are some things you don't just joke about. And now your marriage is probably over because you can't just tell your friends no. You knew it was cool to do. You did it anyway. Maybe it's just time to do some deep thinking about why you crumble so easily to peer pressure to fuck your marriage up. So it's definitely the wife's fault to joke about this, and the husband is like have the rights to serve the divorce. But the thing is, it is a joke, right? And the joke is inappropriate. Like you're not supposed to joke about something so serious, like I will not talk about like a family death. I will not talk about like marriage. Like these are very, very important and critical topics, that you should not joke about. It was kind of like weird, like the husband and the wife never had a fight before this. They were happy, they were laughing about it, and now just one joke made him turn 360. And there is basically no winners here, right? The wife her world is tearing apart, and the husband lost someone that truly care about him, and both of them basically lost a big part of each other. And I just think like the husband like maybe should kind of listen to what she has to say at least one time, because they've been together for over 4 years. So 4 years only takes a couple seconds to lose the interest. Just one sentence like, hey, I'm not feeling happy and I feel like we should get a divorce. So truly that 4 years does not mean anything when you have that 10 seconds of messing up the marriage. So it is just, with those of you who are watching this video and you guys are married, right? Never joke about divorce, period. I ruined my brother's life over a dumb prank. Well, we're gonna find out how dumb this prank is. And right now I'm also drinking some boba tea. Just curious if you guys ever had any boba tea, leave it in the comment section below. It's an Asian drink, really, really good. But let's read the context. I, a 23-year-old female, has generally gotten along with my brother, 28-year-old male, and his girlfriend, 28-year-old female. Though I don't think my sister-in-law has ever really liked me. She moved in with my family when she was 17, and back then, my brother and I would have typical sibling fights over things like food and Xbox. She always took my brother's side in these arguments, but I figured we moved past that since we are adults now. Despite her snugginess towards me, I always try to ignore it. I recently came home from college to celebrate my 23rd birthday with my friends and family. The night before my birthday, we had a family dinner where my brother brought a childhood memory of the shared birthday party when I was 8. I had gotten mad that he blew out the candle before me, so I playfully wiped a bit of cake on his nose. We all laugh about it as it's a fun memory, and then there's even a framed picture of it in our parents' living room. The only one who didn't laugh was my sister-in-law. The night of my birthday party, everyone was there. My friend, family friend, my parents, my brother, and my sister-in-law. After I blew out the candle, I suddenly felt someone grab a fistful of my hair and try to shove my face into the cake. I struggled to stand as she was pulling my hair so hard. People were yelling at her to stop, even when my mom tried to pull her off me, but she shoved my mom backwards. My brother also told her to stop. She then grabbed the back of my leg and used her weight to push me down. Her nails dug into my skin, drawing blood. I had enough, and in pain and frustration, turned around and punched her as hard as I can. Oh my god. She fell backwards, crying, and ran out of the room to silence. My brother apologized, saying he didn't know why she did that. My mom was mortified, insisting that it was a joke. She wouldn't have been that rough. My dad was angry because she had drawn blood with her nails and the cake had skewers in it to keep it outright. He made it. The cake has skewers in it. Oh, If the face went into the cake, it would have been a really, really messy cake. My best friend got me a cloth to wipe the blood off my neck. My parents made everyone leave, and my brother eventually went home late too. Later that night, my sister-in-law texted me, saying that she was going to sue me and press charges, claiming I couldn't take a joke and that she was just getting payback for my brother. I sent a screenshot of the text to my brother, who responded with, "What the F, WTF?" Around midnight, he came home to our parents' house looking really sad. They have been together for a long time. I feel like I ruined everything. I keep getting texts from her. The most recent one was her blaming me, saying that I ruined a relationship over a joke. And I said how just let her push my head into the cake, and she keeps saying that it would have just been funny to me. And my brother this morning were eating the leftover cakes, and he smudged a little bit on my nose to get even. But I can still tell he is really sad. I don't like to see my brother like this. I feel like I ruined everything. Everything was so perfect before this happened. If I could take it back, I would. My brother has done so much for me, and I give him this. I ruined his life. I'm sorry for the bad format. On mobile, and English is not my first language. First thing first, okay. You should not feel bad for yourself. Why? Because the cake had a skewer on it. If your face planted in the cake, it touched maybe one of the eyes, you might lose one eye over a joke. And I am so glad that you were able to turn around and fight back. Like at that moment, it was not even a joke no more. It was a serious life or death. Maybe like if it went too far, penetrate the brain and the skull, like it sounds like she pull your head and your neck really, really hard, trying to plant your face into the cake. And like it just, I don't think it's a great way to do it as a joke, right? She was trying to get back on her about the cake when she was a childhood, about putting the cake on the nose. She could just simply grab some of the cake whipped cream and put it on her nose. That's it. That's the end of the story. Does not need to be that dramatic, like. And I am kind of glad, like, I don't know, like. See, I think she just went way too far over this. Like, let's see what other people have to say. Do let her know that she will have killed you by shoving your face in the cake with a skewer in it if she had managed to push your hair all the way down. She sounds fucking psychotic. If I were you, I would stay far away from her as from her. He will turn the "I will sue you" shit back on her bitch ass by pressing charges over her literally assaulting you by grabbing your hair, then digging your nails into your skin until she drew blood. That psychotic shithead is going to kill someone someday because they dared to be annoyed 8-year-old once upon a time. She went crazy because you smudged some cake on his nose 15 years ago, so she literally drew blood from you and had people try to drag her away, but she kept going and going until you were forced to defend yourself. You haven't done anything wrong. She showed everyone that she is psychotic. Yep. She is definitely, that's how I feel too. Like the brother's girlfriend is definitely have something going on with the brain. Like there's no normal person that will use that much excessive force on another person. Like even if like grabbing the neck and the skin really, really hard, and even the family member, like the dad and the mom, everyone told her to stop. That means it is not funny anymore. When family member tell you to stop, you need to stop. But she did not stop. She continued to push forward on her agenda of getting payback. That was her whole intention. And I really, really hope like the boyfriend sees it. The boyfriend break up with the girlfriend because she is definitely not a safe human. She definitely needs some help. Like she, like that is just some crazy story right there. And she's only 23 years old, female, 23 years old, very, very young. And imagine she got a big cut on her forehead, maybe, or cut on the face, or big injury on the nose. anything could happen, like, and worst possible way, getting killed by that school. So I am very, very glad that she finally fought back, and I will just stay away from her, the girlfriend, as much as possible. And she is not good for the family at all. If the family wants peace, if the family wants a healthy relationship, get rid of that toxic person. I think that's how I feel. Leave in the comment section below what you guys think. How you guys feel about this whole situation. I just think that it is totally very dramatic, and I think that she did the right thing, defending herself with force, and I'm so glad she did. That's why is the reason that she might be alive today. But yeah, leave in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And am I the asshole for surprising my boyfriend for his birthday, causing him to lose his friend group? Like, that title just sounds a bit sketchy, like just surprising the boyfriend and causing him to lose everybody's, like, the friendship. Like, they see, like, did something very bad that it caused like a dramatic event. Let's read the story to find out. My boyfriend and I are both 21, and we share the same birth month. He has a friend group I am not that close with, but we know each other well enough. I don't remember exactly how many people are in the group, but I know that there are at least 2 girls. Okay, now onto the scenario. As mentioned, we are both October babies, but as early as September 28th, I treat him for his birthday, which is on October 2nd, and later in the month, we had a joint date, our birthday tradition. I've been planning for a while to surprise him on campus on his actual birthday, but I also invited him out for pizza to congratulate him for finishing his exams. The pizza date got pushed back until it ended up being planned for his birthday. There were no problem with the date, but when I asked him what his plans were for his actual birthday, he said that he had none. So I decided to go ahead with my surprise. My only concern with this was that it might miss each other's by going to a different campus entrance or exit. So I messaged one of his friends to be my accomplice. His friends agreed, so I set out the plan, which really just involved buying a cake. When his cake came, I planned to get there around 2:30 or 3 p.m. since there was the time their classes ended for the day. As I was getting ready his friend called, saying they'd been let out early, so he was rushing me to get there. I didn't even have time to fully prepare my outfit or my things because I just rushed over to his campus. His friend invited him to eat somewhere near campus so we don't miss each other. When I arrived, he and a few of his other friends went out to buy some other things, but he didn't see me because of his poor eyesight. So I just went to the table to set out his cake. The friends who were left behind at the table were kind and chatted with me for a bit until he came back. When he arrived at the table, I greeted him and sat down with him. Some of his friends started teasing, saying, "Let's sing happy birthday," so I waited for them to start so I could join in. But suddenly, over half of his friends left. It got awkward. I ended up just whispering the song to him and had him blow out the candles. He hurried to finish his food and then we left. Wow, it sounds like a very awkward kind of surprise party. When we got to my place, he opened up to me, saying he was hurt that they left us behind. It felt like they didn't appreciate him on his birthday. I felt so bad because I guess they left because they felt awkward around me, causing the situation to hurt my boyfriend. Remember when I mentioned there were a girl in the group? I had a gut feeling that one of them might like him. I noticed some things, but we talked it up to just me being jealous. That I still feel suspicious deep down. Apparently, when the other left before we could, they all went with that girl. After that day, he started distancing himself from them a bit to set some boundaries regarding how they treated him that day. He told me they're always hanging around that girl now. That even his closest friend in the group, the one who helped me with the surprise, doesn't hang out with him anymore. I told him that kind of confirms my feeling that the girl liked him, and maybe that's why she didn't like me being there. Anyway, since then he hasn't been hanging out with them because he wanted them to realize that they did was disrespectful. But lately, he been feeling sad and lonely since he no longer has anyone to hang out with during his break or after class. He doesn't blame me for what happened since the original plan wasn't supposed to go down like this. I was supposed to surprise him at the gate and then we head off somewhere else. So am I the asshole for continuing my surprise even though we already went out for his birthday, causing all this happen? I might delete this if it gets bigger than it should because I really don't want it to get to the wrong place. I only posted to get clarification on if I did anything wrong, made wrong decisions. Thank you so much everyone for the input and advice. Yeah, so let's read the first comment, which I agree a lot. Law is clear his friend group is whack. They lack emotional intelligence on their action can affect someone. If anything, he is better off seeing how they are through their actions than down the line realizing his friends are childish. Yeah. Yeah, end of the story is the friends is not that good of friend, like leaving the birthday party and leaving in a very, very awkward state to the point the girlfriend had to whisper on her low voice to wish him a happy birthday. Like, I would have been really, really hurt. I'd rather find out now that my friends are not my actual friends than later on down the line when I need something that I need really, really something that is important. I need my friends to help me in. The friends didn't show up, This is not for a long-term thing because like they're in college. Once they finish college, once they graduate, they might not even see the friends anymore. Like, just keep the ones that are close to you, like maybe 2 or 3 friends that are really close to you, continue to talk to them. And that event just made the boyfriend realize that who truly are his friends, right? And that kind of like, wipe out those ones that are fake friends. You don't want any fake friends in your life. And yeah, you can look at it either more positivity, saying that okay, I found true friends, or more negativity, like man, it sucks that I lost some friends and stuff, but you know that these are the ones that don't care about you and those ones that really, really care about you. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my sister's college after she threw my toddler? So I wonder why the sister threw a baby. That is very, very dangerous. The baby can get injured. The baby can get some kind of problem with the health and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting story. I want to hear why the sister threw the baby. Like, it must be something serious going on. Let's read the story to find out. I'm so fucking annoyed as I type this out. It feels so unbelievable obvious, but literally everyone keep telling me I am wrong and I feel like I'm going insane. I'm typing this out because I need an outside perspective, because at this rate I'm going to drive myself crazy. For context, my 34 sister, 19, has been staying with my family while she attends college because we live very close by. We were paying for everything because my husband and I make a much steadier income than either of my parents, and we have enough savings together that it just made more sense for us to pay for my sister rather than my parents, who helped pay for both me and my husband when we were in school. In return for charging her no rent, feeding her, and paying for her college, I occasionally ask of her to help me with my 22-month son. It is never for longer than an hour max, and only so I can do things like cook or clean without him clenching to my leg or begging to be hugged. He adores her, so it is much easier to hand him over to her while I try to clean up. She doesn't mind because I usually pay her something like 10 to 15 when it is any longer than 15 minutes. Please understand, this is never, absolutely never for longer than an hour. I understand that she has studies and most times would rather not deal with him, but I always ask if she might, and whenever she says she's busy or not right now, I always acquiesce and try to find other ways to handle him. Usually with YouTube or something similar, which I dislike, but it's better than him trying to crawl under my leg when I'm handling a hot pot or something to that effect. Something I have warned about repeatedly is not to have necklace, bracelet, earrings, hair clips, etc. when she is taking care of him. Anything that can be pulled or taken care of. This is because he has a tendency to pull and play with them, which I know can be painful. Both me and my husband have tried repeatedly to discourage this behavior, but he is still a toddler, so of course it is challenging. He either doesn't understand or think our scolding is funny, and most punishment doesn't work either. We refuse to spank him, but you can ground a toddler or take things away when all they do is laugh. 2 days ago, I had to run an errand and it had seemed inconvenient to take my son when he was taking a nap. I asked her if she could watch him while I was away, and she said it was fine. It wouldn't have taken me longer than 20 minutes, which I told her. She again stated it was fine. Before I left, I noticed she was wearing one of those really thin plastic headbands. I told her it could be dangerous, especially with how thin it is, but she said if he woke up, she'd take it off and put it out of reach. When I came back, I heard both of them screaming and my toddler wailing. I saw my sister holding her ear and yelling at my toddler, while he lay on the floor crying. I was furious. I grabbed him and I saw that his ear was bleeding. I immediately assumed the worst and called 911 and an ambulance. When the ambulance did arrive and I finally gave a closer look at my sister, I could see her ear was bleeding. Both of them were sent to the hospital. Apparently what had happened was that my son had woke up after I left. The two of them were playing together on the couch when she got distracted by something on her phone. When she looked away, my son took her headband and poked it into her ear. She had apparently thrown him into the ground to get away from her and stop him from poking it further. I was furious with her for obvious reasons. While thankfully the bleeding was just a large cut he had gotten when he fell, the doctor said he fell so hard he now has a concussion. The headband apparently damaged my sister's eardrum, however, and now her hearing is damaged, which I am sure I will feel worse about when my emotions aren't so angry. We pay for all her hospital fees, of course. Obviously, my husband and I told her under no certain terms that she was going to move out and that we will no longer be paying for her schooling after that semester is complete. But we will not be pressing charges or pursuing legal actions, which the paramedic had explained we could do. The problem is that now several family members are saying we are treating her too harsh. My parents are saying that we should forgive her because it happened an accident and I shouldn't have trusted her with my son to begin with since he isn't her responsibility. But she doesn't want to be taking care of him. She could have said so. It is not like she's an irresponsible teenager. She is a grown adult capable of, say, restraining a toddler if they grab something they shouldn't. I do not think I am the asshole at all, but literally everyone in my life is acting like I am for expecting my sister to do the bare basic of keeping my son safe when I ask her to. ETA, some info, now that I am calmer. We were only going to be paying for 2 years of schooling, which my parents did for me. Paying for all 5 years will be unfeasible. Regarding food, I tend to cook in big batches anyway, so it's not much for her to eat with us as well. Rent is similar. We have a guest room, and as long as she keeps her area clean and clean up after herself, there's no relative issue as well. The only reason I pay for her to take care of my son anytime she babysit longer than 15 minutes is because her classes require a lot of energy and time. This is something I could sympathize with, so I offered to pay her $15 if she could take care of him while I handle the house, since my husband has always been someone who dislikes clutter. These are all things I wouldn't have done it if it weren't somewhat possible. Second edit. To answer some common questions, I want to be clear I do discipline him. When he does things he is not supposed to, we direct him, we scold him, and we tell him that he is doing it wrong. We take away what he was throwing. There really isn't much more we can do aside from spanking, which neither nor my husband would ever allow. According to the doctor at the hospital, thankfully my sister's eardrum could heal within the next 2 to 3 months as it was a minor tear. The doctor also stated that my son would be healed as well within the next 4 weeks. So far, I still have not spoken to her since, telling her to move up, but according to my parents, she has been extremely remorseful since the accident and said that she feels horrible about what happened. I seldom think I am ready to talk to her without letting my anger get the better of me, so a meeting between us isn't likely to happen anytime soon. Just realized the typo with my age is now corrected. Alright. let me read the comments first. Okay, let's see. To your answer, you are not the asshole because you are not obligated to pay for anything for your sister. You don't own her because your parents help you and your husband. You also pay for her to watch him, even though you shouldn't because you are funding her life. In my opinion, the least she could do is help out the 15 minutes to an hour every once in a while. On the flip side, I am sure she was in extreme pain and scared when her eardrum was literally pierced by a sharp object. I am not saying throwing him was acceptable at all, but I also don't know what my automatic physical response would be if I was injured to that degree. But it is not your child's fault that she didn't need your consistent warning but put herself in danger. The family member upset when this situation are more than welcome to foot the bill for your sister. So, all right, that's one of the comments. All right, let's see the second comment. And this is why you see to have listened to what she have told and why sitting next to a child while you are on your phone is not the same as watching them. Still unclear how he managed to get the headband off of her without her noticing. So, couple thoughts on it. First thought is, the mother warned the sister, 19 years old, that, okay, the baby have the tendency to grab stuff, right? Grab the headband, grab the earrings and stuff, take them out. And she obviously did not listen. She was like, okay, let her guard down. Okay, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna just sit beside the baby. If the baby wake up, I'm gonna take it off. That is totally wrong. Like I would just take the headband off immediately before taking care of the baby. I do not want any risk. Second thing is she paid the sister to watch the baby, even though she don't have to because she's feeding, giving her house and paying for the tuition. Like I will not accept the money. $15 is not a lot, but she is generous enough to pay for the baby, for the sister to watch the baby, right? And if you're getting paid, you're supposed to do your job, not on your phone, right? I would have I know the baby is taking a nap and stuff. I will not be on my phone for more than a minute or 2 minutes just to check messages to see if anyone important message like the mom message her to come and help or something, or family emergency. But it kind of sounded like she was on her phone the whole time the baby was asleep, right? When the baby was asleep, she grabbed the headband and caused some injuries. And obviously, it sounds like the story that the sister did not do it purposefully because, she was in a lot of pain, right? So that her reaction would be to throw the baby or something, right? That's so. The story sounds like it's just like a reaction when she's in pain. So she did not do it on purpose, but everything leading up to it, is kind of very, very unprofessional in a way because the mom warned her not to do the headband. So I would have taken the headband off, but she still wore the headband. The mom warned her, the baby is asleep. Grabbing the headband will cause you a lot of pain, but she did not take it off. Still, kind of just run her day. And the last thing is she was on her phone, right? On her phone while she is getting paid to take care of the baby, right? And I know it sucks that this whole thing happened, and I don't know who. I could see why she had that kind of reaction throwing the baby because her ears was in a lot of pain. But I think a lot of steps that she could done better to avoid it, taking the headbands off, not being on her phone because she literally is watching the baby, right? So a lot of things she could done better, in my opinion. What do you guys think? And yeah, and she's saying that taking away the funding, taking away the rent, taking away the food, kind of completely cut ties with the family. It sucks. I really hope they can just have a conversation. I know she's very, very annoyed, very angry because the toddler had a concussion, right? And a 4 week and a 22-month-old baby on a concussion that is very, very hurtful as a mother, right? So I will wait for a couple weeks and having one last meeting with the sister. Let's see what she has to say about this. Did she feel sorry? Did she feel like she was not doing anything wrong, or did she feel like she can apologize? And let's see what's going on. I will just give one last chance. Meet the sister and see what she says and make the final decision. And I cannot really say anything about that because ultimately it's up to her to make her final decision if she want to continue fund the sister and the college or feed her and house her. Like, it's not her obligation, but she's doing a really good, generous thing. I would have been very, very grateful. And it sounds like the sister, that the 19-year-old sister that threw the baby, was not on purpose. It was kind of like an accident. So I'll just meet her for the one last time and see how that goes. Leave in the comment section below what you guys think about this story. If you want more of this story, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My name is Calvin. I'll see you guys next one.